Welcome to Loving Energy Recharge and your daily Oracle card reading for April the 26th. We have a beautiful twist in the energy today, and it's very interesting to see that we have card number 8 stepping forward. This is justice as the overall energy. Now, for those that listened to the recording of yesterday, we very much had a lot of energy encouraging us to choose the middle ground, to come to a win-win situation, to release the judgment within ourselves, and really to open up the heart, to allow ourselves to fly. So today we're given this card, Justice, and it says on the bottom, fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor, don't give up. Now, it feels at first glance that this is a fight. You know, I'm ready to go fight for my rights, to fight for what matters. But when we look really closely at that card and we consider again all different perspectives, all different angles, we take a look at the whole picture, not just what is in our point of view, what is in our minds, our vision, but we allow the wisdom to rise us up to get a true look at justice. This is in the purple. So this is us having to use the third eye chakra. So literally coming off of the ground floor view, rising up into the penthouse suite and seeing from the higher perspective, from the guides, to acknowledge that, justice, when it takes in consideration universal law, is not man's law. There's a cause and effect for everything in the universe. So that means the universe knows how to balance itself. It doesn't need us as humans to be the judge and the jury. Who are we to decide what is right for somebody else? Yes, we have to have laws. We have to have systems in place that protect and support individuals, but not to the degree that it takes away your freedom and your liberty and your right to choose. What makes one culture more superior than another and gets to decide for them and tell them that they're wrong and put them under the lock and key? We've seen that in our history, and it hasn't worked very well. We see that in opposing governments, and again, that doesn't work very well. We see it in religions around the world. And there's nothing wrong with a religion, a belief system, a culture, a practice. They are all so absolutely beautiful in their own right. What matters is the opinions and the ideas that one is better than the other. We're not here to be the judge and the jury. We're not God. We don't get to decide who lives and who dies. That is not our job. So the overall energy today is asking us to really look at that number 8 and where you stand in that. That 8 is the infinity sign. It's acknowledging our connection between the heaven and the earth, and it comes to that balancing point again, right in the middle of that. Where are you going to stand in the center of it all? Where are you going to find your balance in this world? Because we all have the free will choice to choose that. And it doesn't have to come with aggression and anger. It has to come with the clarity of a higher perspective. What is in the highest good of humanity? Not the highest good of myself, my neighborhood, my town, my city, my province, my country, my corner of the world. What is good for humanity? And who's got a high enough perspective to really know the answer to that? I certainly don't. I've never met anybody else that does. But I absolutely trust that there's a higher guidance out there that is able to show the way. So it's releasing over the judge and the jury to the higher self, to God, Source, the Creator, whatever that is for you. So our 2 cards for today are coming in as that partnership, and they're both coming in as the blue because the blue is the communication center. This is our throat. And we have the 4 Michael coming to us in protection. That is our foundation. Protecting the foundation of who we are, of this journey through the month of April, of doing the clearing work and getting really clear on our whys and releasing those things that were holding us back. So now we're faced with this energy of an opportunity to rise to a higher sense of justice and keep that strong foundation by pulling in Archangel Michael. And it says insights that come from a quiet meditation. It's also a need for more sleep or time off, relief from stress. So if you're feeling quite agitated right now, if you're feeling this fight, this war energy within you, Archangel Michael is reminding you to release that to the higher perspective, release that to the higher self. Come into your meditation, come into your relaxation, come into the supports that you have been building with your guides. Let them take the weight of the world off your shoulders. We're not God. We need to stop pretending that we are. And that includes worrying about things that we cannot change and fix, and coming into a place of peace and acceptance to ask, where can I be of service at this time? So beside that is the 3 of Michael. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. Now, as hard as it is to look at injustice out there in the world, we've been there many, many times. In fact, in my own awareness, I don't know if we've ever had one moment throughout our entire human history where we haven't been at war. Whether it's at war with each other or war within ourselves, it's always been there. Now, that doesn't make it right, but it makes it very much a priority in each and every one of our lives, our opportunity to change it within self. And maybe, just maybe, when we start to focus on our own mind, body, spirit connection, and we stop feeding the war energy, and we stop being the judge and the jury, and we stop coming into these mob mentalities and supporting these systems that don't work, then maybe, just maybe, we'll find that peace. We'll release ourselves from that path, and we'll find a better way for the future. And that is something that's up to each and every one of us to decide if that's worth fighting for. For myself, I'm really drawn to that dove and that 3 of Michael. And it doesn't matter, what is going on out there. I know, but beyond know, to hold on to the hope, to hold on to the peace, to understand that our ancestors has also taught us so many ways to overcome. And there's so much wisdom there. So when we release the past, let us not forget the teachings and the lessons, but let us release that was not working. So call in Archangel Michael today if you're feeling any kind of agitation or any kind of fight or any kind of, intense conflict within yourself. And ask him to release you from that bondage. Ask him to surround all 4 corners of you and hold the space for you to be at peace, for you to get the clarity, for you to breathe into the love and the compassion and the light that this world needs. We can all do a great service today by breathing light into ourselves and offering that out into the world. Many lights can light up a sky. We're sending you all much love.